Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tanks Gaming today with Hearts of Iron 4 multiplayer together with Scryptar.
Howdy, folks!
Scryptar is also one of the crazy fellas, which is on Boden's server. He wasn't with us on the Survivor of the Last Ark, unfortunately, but he's a great guy, and he actually likes similar games than I do, apart from Ark, so we thought we should do a Hoi 4 together.
Yeah, great people think alike or something like that.
True. Similar age.
That as well.
Anyway, we decided to do multiplayer a little different. Not like I've seen a couple of multiplayers, but none of this particular one. Scryptar is playing Poland. I'm playing with the Turks, and we are trying to get an alliance together. And I would say final goal is rule the world, right? If we survive.
Yeah, pretty much.
Onslaught.
Exactly. First of all, we have to survive the Germans and I guess the Russians, especially since I'm playing Poland.
Yep.
And we're gonna see if we can create a faction with non-aligned countries. And, well, once we survive that, we're going to expand.
Hopefully. And by the way, because Scryptar suggested that, he has to play Poland. My idea was like, I don't know, what did I say? England and to Germany in an unholy alliance? Something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Or we could have done Russia and Japan or something, just rolled it up from the east going west. There's so many different things we can do, but I think this will be challenging, and I like that.
Probably, yeah. So we probably should get started. I'm good just to check. I'll do what I always do, is first thing I check my focus tree. And
yeah,
I think
I'm already in there.
Okay, very good. I was just panning around the map. So we would like to stay more democratic, we said, right?
Well, definitely non-aligned for the moment, and I guess we can decide where we go. The thing is, the only thing you really do is go either fascist or communist, so you can start wars and have all the funny stuff in your government going on.
Early wars, that's right.
We have the fascists to the west and we have the communists to the east. We can't really go with either one of those.
We should just decide early enough before they decide to attack from both sides at the same time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where in my focus tree I haven't played Poland so far. I actually find where do I build my faction.
We'd like to go with Scryptar as the faction leader, because he can have a focus where he gets Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania into his faction as well. And then we could...
As soon as I find it.
Polkey.
Yeah, Polkey.
Polkey, the faction Polkey. So, I did already do all my research. Civil factories, right, civilian factories. We need a little bit more of that. I would say one more
Found
here,
it.
one more here, one more here, one more here. How many do we have? 10. That's not a lot. One more here. And then we need
Okay, I found it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have one naval dockyard, so I start to build up some convoys, so I can send you some stuff, because I think you will be at war first.
That might be.
Chances are pretty high. So I have...
Yeah.
Oops, I pressed the wrong button here. Sorry, guys. I have, it looks like 3 mountain divisions, which will be focusing on the Soviet border. You said left click is... Nope, it's not.
What are you trying to do? Set up a border?
Yeah.
Frontline, yeah, it says it. If you hover over frontline, it says click on one of the borders against another country to set the assigned frontline along the entire border. So if you just left click, you get the whole border.
And it helps if you put the troops in an army first.
That might work, yes. It's an idea.
I just realized that it was way easier when I did that. I have 3 generals, and I think I'll give the hill fighter to the mountainous region. So what else do we have here, guys? So we have quite a lot of infantry divisions, it looks like. And a couple of cavalry. Cavalry... I don't know.
Wow.
I don't like the cavalry. I never know what to do with cavalry.
Fast encirclements.
Yeah, true. But for that I usually use light tanks.
True, once you have them.
True. Okay, so you horses, you go over here. Right? Because I think Greece is... Oh, Greece is pretty fascist at the moment, actually. Yeah, but Bulgaria is more fascist, so this border needs to be guarded better. So we have a couple of... oh, by the way, we should probably start the time. We decided to try to go with speed 2 for the beginning, and I'm the host, so I actually can start the time. But not with spacebar. I just realized multiplayer spacebar is disabled.
That's correct, yeah.
Good to know. What else I wanted to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to see... Okay, the... Blah. I cannot pronounce that, sorry guys. I guess this is like the guard troops. And this is like the normal divisions. Yes, it is. So it looks like I just have normal divisions and actually no guard troops at all. Which is nice. And I forgot to hold control and I forgot to hold shift again. Ah, beautiful.
Yeah, the usual issue.
Yeah. People gonna love to see that. Open, close,
oh, wow.
Open, close, open, close. Oh yeah, there is a guard unit, actually. France, nah, I'll leave it like that for the moment. So, I guess should have some more units. Not that many, actually, but those are going to be an army as well, and they will guard my south border. I'm hoping we are staying nice to the French guys for a moment at least.
That should be no problem.
Shouldn't be.
We're not Germans. Not in this game.
I think I guard this border over here against Iran, right? Yes, Iran. Yeah. That should be good. And like I always tell you in my single player games, if you need the experience, start the guys to train.
Already on that.
Nah, I just realized that I should do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
He's a desert fox, very nice. So you're going to be a desert fox general. They can start the training even if they're moving, so that's no big deal there. How long till my national focus will be done? 60 more days. We have no division in basic training. We also just have 124k manpower, which is kind of crappy.
Yeah, 155. It's also not very good. I'm missing most of the tech.
I think Switzerland had more in the beginning, if I remember that correctly.
Yeah, might be.
Might be.
Missing resources all over. Okay.
So
start trading with France.
You guys will go and do some patrolling in the Black Sea and in the Eastern Mediterranean Sea. And my destroyer fleet actually will do some convoy raiding. I think... This is convoy raiding, yep. I think in those 3 sea zones. Just because they can. And plane-wise we have... That was the harbor again. So we have 16 close air support and 45 fighters in Istanbul. And yeah, I leave them on the ground for the moment. It's no point to sending them up into the air if they're not used for anything. Why aren't you going to the border? Oh, you are. You're just very, very slow. Interesting.
Yeah, I always forget to select them. Like I have one unit selected and set a front line, and then I have to reassign all the others.
Yeah, happens to me sometimes as well. Well, I don't use it as much as you do actually in your videos. By the way, guys, go check out his videos, especially the Hoi 4. Well, actually all his videos, but the Hoi 4 with Modern China is great. I learned a lot by watching Scryptar. I'm not using it, but I learned a lot.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, when did you do that? That's definitely a lot of fun. Modded is fun because you get a different experience, and playing as China is quite boring if you have this generic focus tree pretty much, or well, the inbuilt focus tree. You get constantly overrun by Japan, you can't really do anything. But the modded version is really, really great. I mean, I was sitting there like, what's happening here? Why is everybody joining me? Why is China growing without me having a single war to fight? And all of a sudden I had like half the continent.
Yep, that looked.
That was something.
And rubber. Where should I get rubber from?
France, Siam.
Yep, France, which is just
that corner down there.
South. Well, it's a colony, yeah.
True.
So I use 3 factories and I have a surplus and everything. If you need some chromium, let me know. I got like 172 plus of it, surplus of it.
I have 1 oil, 4 aluminium, and 7 steel. And that's it. I'm 14k short on infantry equipment.
I have a little bit of chromium.
509 days. 160 units support equipment. I haven't even checked my units yet. But at least I managed to set up 3 armies to guard my borders. Let me have a quick overview here. Focus tree is running. I'm going down strengthen the Polish state. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 until we can create the faction, the inbuilt focus tree faction. So that might mean we get Lithuania and Estonia and all those countries to join. They don't do much, but you know, at least you have military access and you might get support troops from them, or you can request them, which is nice.
True.
Other than that, I'm just hoping that Germany isn't doing anything stupid. They are going with Rhineland, which is okay. Do we have historical AI on?
Nope, I didn't check that.
Good. And then we actually have a chance.
I'm pretty certain about that. No, I'm definitely certain. Oh, Soviets are doing the Great Purge, so the Soviet army is shit for the moment. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Trade-wise, let me just see. I produce 20 steel and 344 chromium at the moment. That's what I'm producing.
That's something.
My armies are training up, which is good. The manpower is not good though. They're not that great on manpower. When the
yeah, we have to be in a war to really change that.
Yeah, I went with political focus first, or political effort first, and after that I'm going to down the industrial effort tree. As long as possible, to get at least an extra research slot there. Maybe go down to the second one straight away. I'll see.
Yeah, I get the faction set up first, and then we see where we go from there.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on motorized.
Effort, I can choose like the collective ethos if we were to decide to go communist or nationalist, or if we decide to stay democratic, I can go the liberty ethos. For that.
I don't know how that affects the faction, because usually you can only be in a faction with like-minded people.
True.
Let me just have a quick look at that here.
Oh yeah, let me check.
Polish militarism. I actually, going down here, I get more recruitable population, which is nice. More national unity, which is nice.
Okay. I'm at the moment, I'm 91% non-aligned and like 9% democratic. And I have elections in 1993. 1939, better to say. Would be a long election waiting for 93.
Yeah, I have 65% non-aligned, I have no elections.
Oh, okay.
Also, I don't have any national spirit or any other bonus on this nation. There's just nothing. It's stock.
We could already do like a non-aggression pack.
Yeah, we definitely could do that.
You will not accept, it says.
Yeah, well, it has to ask me, and I'm going to accept.
That was actually interesting. I over it, like, okay, non-aggression pack will not accept. What?
That's how that works.
It's very good AI, they can read your mind.
Yeah, well, if it was an AI, they wouldn't accept because of whatever reason is displaying there.
Oh, I just have 55% unity, which is not that great, actually.
Yeah, I got 70, it's also not that great.
Better than mine, actually.
Yeah, well, my victory points are not that close to the border, but some of them are, and if they make a beeline for Warsaw, it's pretty much over.
That's true. I'm producing military factories at the not military factories, military equipment. Still takes 560 days till it's done.
I have 9 military factories.
Oh, I haven't even checked. I got 4.
See?
And I got 1 dockyard. Yay!
How many civilian factories do you have?
At the moment, I'm up to 11.
I got 18. I'm losing
I got
12 of those. 9 consumer goods and 3 traded, so I'm only using 6. I'm doing more civilian factories now until 1938. And then I'm gonna go into military factories for all of the rest.
I'm using 3 military civil factories to build. 5 are consumer goods and 3 are trade.
So I have more consumer goods there. Yeah, that's also that's weird paradox math, because it takes the total amount of factories you have, and it takes the whatever percentage you have, like 30% of total number of factories, and then it says, okay, that's 9 out of the 28, and just deducts those from the civilian factories.
No, it also counts the military factories, yeah.
Yeah, it does. That's the thing. So if you have, well, I have 18. It also counts the dockyard. So I have 1 dockyard, 9 military, 18 civilians. So that's 28 in total. 30% of that is 9. And it takes those 9 away from your civilian factories for consumer goods.
Okay, I didn't
so if that
the dockyards as well. That's news.
Oh yeah, it does. It does. If you hover over your factories next to manpower, it shows you the dockyards as well. All of those are just factories.
Okay.
And if you hover over the number in consumer goods, it says 30% of our total number of factories. And
that one
well,
I knew.
Factories is all of that.
Where 5 can be.
The thing is, if you had it like the other way around, if you had like 40 military factories and 5 civilian factories, and you use 30% of your factories, that's more than the 5 civilian factories you have. You wouldn't have any because it would use 9 out of 5.
Yeah.
That's weird paradox math. I don't like that math. 1 hour consumers using military factories and dockyards for.
Well, I don't like math, period, so.
Yeah, well, that's a different story. I do. I'm a min-maxer by heart, so I like to be able to at least look in here and calculate if it works or not if I have a plan.
And I got already 2 military experience. Yay!
We could actually go to speed 3, I guess, because nothing is really happening. I'm pretty much done.
Internet can hold speed 5. Why?
We can try. Well,
why do the Italians control an island right out of my border? Right at my border.
Why not?
Rhodes. I never noticed that actually belongs to Italy.
Rhodes, yep. It does.
That's not fun.
No.
Not really.
Not necessarily.
If you decide to go to war with the Axis, let me know early enough.
Yeah, well, you can put the front line up there.
I think.
Well, you have 2 straits down there, which is nice, so you can attack from 2 angles.
Yeah,
gives you a wider combat width.
But I think I need to like take out. Yeah, like take out you. Ah, crap! Click on it again. Like you.
My infantry starts with 18 combat width and recon company. I like this.
Going to be a new army, and you get this general over here. And now I'll try to do a front line over. Oh, it actually works. I can click on it when I have front line over here. Cool. That is also something I learned from your video, actually. That you can do front lines at this. It looks very derpy, but it seems to be a front line there. So.
Some of them look really, really good. They actually have the outline where it should be, but that's only like a handful of those really passages.
It's just I straight into the ocean. 3 divisions.
Also, you know, in the bottom right corner you have allied battle plans. I mean, we're not allied yet, but as soon as we are in the same faction, if you have that turned on, you can see what I'm doing.
We will do that then. Well, it's kind of hard to click on it because... yeah, there is some weird stuff happening.
It has a shortcut.
Oh, the remilitarization of Rhineland. Oh, I pressed spacebar by accident.
Oh, yeah, happens.
And we can actually change our national laws. I have 192 experience. So what should I do? I cannot change my civilian economy because I'm not at war.
Correct. And for the really good export focus, you do need to be at war as well, and you do need the war economy.
And I'm at free trade. I could just change to free trade at the moment, and that doesn't make any sense. So I give away even more factories.
Yeah.
No, I give away more resources to the market, which increases my factory output and my construction speed and decreases my research time. Quite a bit, actually, by 10%.
I'm not doing any of those. I'm just going straight for anything that gives me a bonus here.
Should I do that as well? I probably should. Captain of Industry gives me... Nope. Nope. War Industrial...
All crap.
So do we gonna go fascist, communist? We haven't decided yet, huh?
Well, we have to go for either one of those because you have to be fascist or communist for war economy.
I could start
and
to
for
do that now by choosing like a communist revolutionary or democratic reformer or the fascist demagogue.
Yeah, you could. You should also have something in your focus tree there that goes quicker.
True, yeah. That's when we decide. So
usually comes with added benefits.
First. That increases my... Nope. I go with the Captain of Industries first because that increases the construction speed of my civilian factories then.
Yeah, perfect. I don't have that one. I only have the War Industrialist. I was going Military Theorist first because then I get the Army Experience gain and the Land Doctrine research time. And Land Doctrine is the first thing I'm going to start. As soon as my research that I have queued up is finished, so in 50 days. I'm actually going straight away for anti-tank, because I have Germany on my borders.
I think I'm going to go for the heavy tanks, to do super heavy tank road actually.
They're slow, they cost a lot.
Yeah, but they have a punch through which you won't believe. You have to watch my episode 6 against Japan, I think it is. Where I land in Japan with the US. It's just amazing how they do work. But yeah, maybe Turkey is too small to go for that.
I have those tanks more for the armor value, so they get a malus because they can't pierce my divisions. And actually what you can do is, you can research a variant. You know, you have either artillery, anti-air, or anti-tank.
Self-propelled artillery, anti-tank, or anti-air.
And if you use an armored division, just a regular tank, you need like 60 tanks per icon, per division, or per what's it called? Not division, the other one.
True.
Thing that you put in there, doesn't matter.
Yeah. I know what you mean, but I can't pronounce it right now.
Yeah, exactly. If you actually use anti-tank, you only need half the amount, but you still get the same armor value, and if you use anti-air, you only need a quarter of the amount. So instead of 60, you just use 15. Okay. So they don't have any punch, but you get the full armor. So
yeah, I understand.
When you actually produce 60, you can outfit 4 divisions instead of 1, which is nice.
That's a good idea, actually.
If you go for rear tank divisions with mechanized infantry to have them fast and with punch and hit points, then of course you do want to have modern tanks if you can, heavy tanks, something like that. You won't use anti-air for that, but to start off, to just support your infantry, to make them more endurable, it's awesome if you just throw anti-air tanks in there.
That's a good idea, man. I have never thought about it like that. No. Greece is also very fascist. That's interesting.
That's racist.
Well, if you click on it, they are like 23%
yeah.
fascist.
Did I learn that from you, that you can right-click on a country and you go straight to the diplomacy screen?
You probably learned that from one of the latest Quill videos, because I learned it there as well.
Yeah, either Quill or Roomba, yeah.
Because, yeah, I haven't watched Arimba yet, so I know it from Quill.
He's the one who managed, he's a spreadsheet guy, you know, he starts a game and 5 minutes later he has an Excel spreadsheet that basically does everything for him if he wants to.
That's true.
That's the shortest summary I can give you for that guy. And he came up with this whole tank idea.
Yeah, and with the combat width, you shouldn't go above 20, because then, yeah, well, you can go above 20, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I love that.
Unless you have a general that actually reduces combat width.
For example, yeah.
Yeah, and he was fiddling around with military police. When should you use the support equipment military police thing? How many units do you need to have to actually make a difference when you put that in there?
Well,
and all of that.
I went, in my Swiss playthrough, I went with 6 horse divisions, brigades, in one division, and the military MP attached to it.
Yeah, that's the one I meant. I think you need 3 horse divisions.
Perfectly. I guess 6 was too many, but with the 6, I had like 1 division in each province of Italy, and it went down to nothing. No more uprising. That was cool, actually. I tried
Yeah, it works.
one more speed up.
Yeah.
You're speed 4.
Seems to be working.
Yeah, no lagging so far, which is good.
No, I have some infrequent audio drops from you, but very infrequent.
Okay.
So that's fine. I can live with that. I mean, people need to watch both our videos anyway, so that's good.
Yeah, and the first video I just realized will be a bit crappy on my end from the sound part. You will be very well understood, but me probably not. I just realized I have my mic also turned on in the recording software, which messes up everything in my recording software. Oh! Offer military access! Okay, I accept that. Perfect.
Nice. Anti-tank researched. Good.
Construction effort. Building slot and civilian factory. And we will go with... Yeah, let's go with this one, guys. Concentrated industry. I'm not going to spread it out.
Haha, 890,000 manpower.
Very nice. I'm still at 126.
National focus.
And we're still building military. I still haven't built one civil factory. Wants to move troops through our territory. We will accept that as well. And I'm just
it only makes sense, really.
Because it's Scryptar, guys. I wouldn't do that with any other country.
No, I've never done that.
Let's ask.
I'm going to switch my land doctrine to superior firepower because it's just OP. The first 3 things in there give you so much bonus as soon as you have support artillery. It's unreal.
That's true.
Which I'm actually going to research now.
Doctrine-wise, I probably go down the mobile warfare doctrine.
Oh, I got army experience from somewhere.
Because it gives me quite a lot of manpower upgrades down here. Like Volkssturm,
yeah, but that's very, very late.
And guerrillas. Yeah, that's true, but yeah, I like the first 2 as well. I have to see.
With superior firepower, you get plus 20% soft attack, plus 10 organization, and another plus 20 defense. You don't get that anywhere else. Plus 20 defense is like the first 3 entrenchment bonus things.
That's actually perfect, but you don't get the extra manpower. That's
no.
That's
but I get
problem
those.
I had with Switzerland for sure, for example, and that's why I used to go mobile warfare doctrine. But I think I maybe should. Oh, the civil war in Spain's finally started.
Yeah, pretty late in June. Well, it goes somewhere between right at the beginning of the game and the end of 36. So.
Well, if you have non-AI, non-historical AI, apparently it could be that they never started. I heard. I don't know. It never.
I haven't seen that yet.
No, it never happened to me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Now I can change my laws again. Still can't change that. Still can't change that. Are you fascist now or communist?
No, I'm still the same as before. I'm still going down the...
It was just national focus that you got more manpower, right?
Exactly.
No, that was the wrong button. Oh, man. Click on that again.
I have an infantry expert in my military stuff. 10% defense... No, 15% defense, 10% attack. Very, very nice.
Very nice. Indeed.
Oh, that artillery takes too long. Alright, later.
Okay, 130, yeah, come on, 133 days. Who cares? Better infantry will be good. But I think we reach about 30 minutes now.
Yeah, we're about there.
About there. So, I think we should end this episode over here. Otherwise, it turns out like my US episodes, like 40-45 minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. If it's too long for you, just complain in the comments.
Exactly, that's what the comments are for.
Yeah. But anyway, I think we're gonna end it here. So, thanks for watching. If you're watching on my channel and are wondering who the other guy is, go check him out. His link will be in the video description. And
I hope so.
you can look forward to more episodes of this playthrough. Oh, I should probably hit pause. Oh, I already hit pause. Perfect.
I did.
You did. Oh, good. So you can pause as well. That's good to know.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it works. I just tested.
That's good. So anyway, guys, like always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.
See you soon.